Natural resources. Air. All living things require air for breathing. Oxygen is used up in breathing and burning. But plants supply oxygen back to the atmosphere. Plants need air because they use carbon dioxide from air to prepare their food. Human beings and animals need air because there is oxygen in it which they need for breathing. Thus, air is an indispensable natural resource essential for life. We should do our best to reduce air pollution. We can conserve air by the following methods. By planting as many trees as possible. Trees absorb a large amount of carbon dioxide from air during the process of photosynthesis and add an equal amount of oxygen into air. By separating the harmful substances of industries and automobiles and converting the pollutants to useful products. By using effectively designed smokeless stoves for burning coal, kerosene, etc. Also by using alternative fuels such as CNG and LPG which are less harmful. By following standard guidelines set for using CNG in vehicles and industries. Water. Water is a prime natural resource and utmost necessary thing for survival for both plants and animals. We can survive without food for a month, but without water, life cannot last for more than a week. Since the availability of water is limited, there is a shortage of it all over the world. So, it is important to save water whenever possible. This is called conservation of water. Some tips to conserve water are as follows. Do not leave taps running while washing clothes. Wash vehicles with a bucket and cloth instead of a hose pipe. While brushing your teeth, washing your face and hands, don't leave the tap open. Replace damaged or leakage pipes. Close taps tightly. Next, we should not allow water to get polluted. Sewage and wastewater from factories should be treated to clean them before throwing them into the rivers or lakes. A simple method has been developed by the scientists to harvest rainwater and increase the groundwater. It is called water harvesting. In this method, the rainwater that falls on the roof of our houses is not allowed to go waste. It is filtered and then sent into a deep hole in the ground. It thus adds to the groundwater. Soil. Soil is another important resource that supports the growth of plants and is required by animals and human beings. Soil erosion has increased because of cutting down of trees for making cities and farms. The natural process cannot add the soil at the speed with which it is being eroded. We have already read about the methods of preventing soil erosion in earlier classes and chapter. Forests. The most important natural resource is the forest. They provide us with many things such as food, clothing, shelter, wood, fuel, etc. They prevent soil erosion and protect wildlife. They are very essential for maintaining the ecological balance on the earth. Nature replaces the trees that die out or are cut down, but we have been cutting trees faster than they can be replaced. We need to cut trees in a planned way to protect forests. We must plant new trees to replace those that are cut down. Fuels. Petroleum, coal and natural gas are the main fuels used by humans. These are obtained from under the ground. They are not being replaced by natural process, so we have to conserve these resources. Our scientists have developed methods of using the energy of the sun for cooking food, heating water, or for making electricity. Minerals. The minerals are chemical substances which are formed naturally in the ground. The reserves for minerals are also limited. One method of conserving them is to recycle them. For example, broken glass bottles or metal cans can be melted and used to make other things. Even paper, which is made from wood, can be recycled. This saves more trees from being cut down. Man and conservation. Human being is the most intelligent being on the earth. Humans are using the earth's resources not only to meet their basic needs, but also to fulfill their comforts and luxuries. Today, due to rapid industrialization, overexploitation and pollution of natural resources have become a global problem. In order to control overexploitation and pollution of the natural resources, our government has enacted many laws and legislations. But controlling overexploitation of resources and pollution should not be left only for the government. Through social, cultural, and religious organizations, we should educate people about the pollution and exploitation of natural resources. Points to remember. The environment is made up of biotic, living, and abiotic, non-living components. Animals and plants depend on each other. A food chain describes who eats whom in nature. Human activities upset the balance in nature. To increase the level of groundwater, rainwater harvesting is made compulsory.